Previously on Sailing Machete. We closed on our catamaran. The very next day, we flew from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale, made it to the marina, checked out all the boat systems, and provisioned, all on about 2 hours of sleep. Needless to say, emotions are running high.
On a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We could never run out of time, sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you. This is going boom boom. Baby, if you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. Oh, you can come on over, we can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide.
We finally left the dock. We ended up hiring a captain to move us out of the marina to a fuel dock in the ICW. Never having driven this boat before, we didn't feel comfortable maneuvering her in tight spaces just yet. The captain was the same one from our survey, and ironically, he lived in the marina our boat was in.
We got George to take us to get fuel.
Yeah, we ended up calling the captain just to get us off the dock.
The first time out on the ocean alone, we encountered rough seas, rain, cold weather, and seasickness. We weren't getting off to a good start. To keep the sickness at bay, I kept the kids in the cockpit, but then we were battling a cold rain.
So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We can never run out of time, sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you, share it with you, share it with you. Hey, baby.
Where should we put him?
Probably back in the ocean. No, not right now.
We made it to our first stop, Lake Worth Inlet, to spend the night and finally get some rest.
We're not swimming right now.
Why?
How you doing, Jen?
I'm rough. This has been a nightmare
They
for
should
me.
let them. They boost the morale.
Daniel, it's raining.
What y'all doing?
I don't feel no playing in the water and the rain.
Oh, it's raining.
I don't feel no rain.
About how it's been all day.
I'm gonna
How's the water feel?
good. Warm.
How's it feel, Juju?
Good.
It warm?
Really warm. Put your foot in there. Really warm. Really warm.
What'd you think about today, Jess?
Boring and
Why?
sicknessy.
Tell us about your day, Jen.
You want to sip it? Why? Your mouth is so dirty. Ew. Ew. It looks like poo-poo on you.
We at anchor. Life is good.
I'm just really tired. I was up from 11:30, 3:30 cleaning.
And get out of the farm.
I don't know any stupid knots. And then
Backwards. There.
so the arm was unclamped with the mast. It was swinging around. The stress of the kids. Beware now. They all felt sick.
This one's gonna be mine, guys. Got it.
I mean,
Mine.
it's just hard.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I feel sick. I get tired.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. Be a sailor.
Got it.
Got it.
Like right now, I'm missing a kid, and I'm wondering where they're at.
He's
Like,
fine.
Right there.
Zach!
okay, just checking on you.
What?
We went to our first anchorage today,
In mine.
and we set the hook. We put a bridle on. Had to count the anchor chain. It was marked. I saw that. It's just
Got a
been
chair.
stress after stress today.
Milk.
Why is there milk all on the table, John? What are you doing, boo boo? Get you a paper towel.
Why are you laughing and crying at the same time?
Because Mama's had a hard day. Have y'all had a hard day?
We had a latch on a hatch break,
It's
so I had
every-
to steal one off of this one to put in the one over the cabin so
Then-
it wouldn't rain in on it.
Our bed's wet. We don't have any sheets. We have all these random towels that were left here.
Your face.
I've got an odd rash. I don't know what that is.
Wait, what? I want to be to a girl.
You know, the boat smells. I'm not smells. I'm just talking about like cruising smells. Like the boat, like every boat has that water / diesel / propane, and it's just that chemical smell. I'm paranoid. Like kids are getting carbon monoxide poisoning when they start falling asleep. Like I start just to get worried when we're all sleepy.
Like the girl.
And we're sleepy and our stomachs feel woozy. That's both carbon monoxide signs, poison signs. But that's also seasickness.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a lot of learning.
You'll be okay though.
I gotta see the shower. You know, I mean, it's
Go get a
just
shower.
it's just a lot. You know, I mean, we just bought this boat when yesterday. You know, just like, I feel like with all the kids and everything, I just need to learn one new thing a day. And then we had the provision. We've been doing all these Ubers. George, he had to come on. We got to pay George. We got to Venmo him. You need to go ahead and Venmo him some money, Zell him some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that note, go ahead and end this until you can pay George. And everyone's been sick. Everyone's had some kind of, you hear that, like this. I keep hearing a beeping
I got it too.
noise. I don't know what that is.
Stop worrying.
I know, but it goes, and it's like off in the distance, but I think it's our boat.
I don't think it is.
It's just a lot, you know. And then, I'm sorry, honey. And then we just moved in. I mean, we just moved, and it's like we had to move in like a clean everything. All in the middle of the night. I took all the cushions off and I scrubbed them. I thought about filming it, but I was kind of too delirious. I cleaned everything. I looked in all the hatches and cleaned them all the silverware. I mean, it doesn't look good now because everything's been thrown around. But trying to figure out where stuff goes is stressful. And with everyone being sick, they're kind of more difficult too. And like we have no sheets. I only brought 4 pillowcases because we live in a
Should have bought
camper.
more at Walmart, but we were
I don't know what happened.
too
I don't
full.
know. And then it's so cold. That's another thing. It's freezing right now in Florida, and then we're wet. It's been raining, so we've all been sitting in the rain because the seasickness. So we need to be outside, and then we're getting rained on, and then the wind, and it's just rocking and rolling, freezing. Kids are mad, everyone's upset, people don't feel well. I'm in here stumbling around, the doors clinging and clanging, these latches don't work on those. There's water, waves hitting the front. It's just, yeah, a lot of tears. Some tears have been had today. Day one cruising. So for all you men out there who are wanting to take your wife cruising, that's what she's going to be like on day one. They don't show that on La Vagabond and all that happy women. But
Happier days to come.
yeah, maybe so. Maybe more sunnier days ahead for sure.
Y'all having fun?
For some crazy, I tell you, everybody's standing in the line for the water slide.
Even after the rainiest of days on the water, we had one of the most beautiful sunsets we had ever seen. There was a rainbow too. Maybe there will be some sunnier days ahead. We're leaving Lake Worth Inlet. We're going to Fort Pierce to anchor down for the night. We should get there maybe around 5 o'clock. There's supposed to be a SpaceX shuttle launch today at 10:45, so we're going to look for that. Maybe we'll see it. It's 10:41. Yeah, so at 10:45, but it looks like it's too cloudy to see. We got everybody here up front. It's 10:45. I don't think we're going to see a SpaceX rocket in this.
We got about 21 knots of through wind. I think we'll put the sail out. We're going about 7 knots. We'll see if we can pick up some speed.
You're gonna snap something. You're not even tethered on.
The one came out.
You know how to roll it in or not?
Yeah, I'm just looking, but I'm afraid it's kind of a little under control right now. If I start trying to roll it in, it might start flipping.
But I think this is too much wind. I don't think it needs 20 knots of wind, honey. You're gonna snap something. Like I think we need to reel it in.
I'm trying. I got the loose
Okay.
line. Hold on. Bear with me.
stove between the red and the green. I don't know. I didn't know you had. We're just out. We read some bad reviews about this. Fort Pierce, Anchorage. There's the Coast Guard over there. We don't have our stickers that we're supposed to have because we took off, like the guy who was supposed to put the stickers on. He had to go to Hawaii. I mean, and so we just left. And so now we're trying to find an anchorage.
We at Fort Pierce. We just got here about 5:30, 5 o'clock, around 5 o'clock. And it was a lot rougher today than it was yesterday. We lost our dinghy motor cover. We lost that, and the line was so frayed it was only hanging on by a thread. Trying to spin the line around, use the better side. Gotta get that through all this clutch and pull even off.
Oh, lose those muscles, girl. Oh, be careful, don't fall backwards. Yeah, like.
We can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's.
We're headed to Port Canaveral. It should be a long day. Probably get there about 5 o'clock. It's about 7:30 now.
Uh-oh, the door. Dad, will you open that door for me? It's slamming. Just try to open it all the way. And here, I'll get it here in a second. Hold on, Jack. What happened, Dan?
The rope broke. Dragging the dinghy.
And what happened with your pole?
The hook came, the other end of the bow came off with the hook on it. Oh, man.
Put it back on.
We made it to our next port.
Our initial goal was St. Augustine to be hauled out. We wanted to go there because they would allow us to work on the boat ourselves. They would be closer to us in South Carolina, and they would be more inexpensive than places closer to Miami. We're at Port Canaveral.
Our dinghy rope broke. We was dragging it.
Then
We stopped to get fuel. We fueled on one side. The hose wouldn't reach to the other. They untied the lines before I got both engines cranked. I had the starboard port cranked, but then the starboard would not crank. So I'm trying to get.
So we're circling around right here. The police stop us because their cruise ship is coming through. He just wanted to make sure we weren't going to be hanging out there. Another boat stopped because me and two kids are hanging off the back, trying to hold on to this dinghy. We let go of the dinghy again. Oh man, day 3. Say it again.
It's horrible.
Aren't we having family fun?
No.
Making family memories?
I really like brownies. Mama, oh, Jack gotta stop calling Jules.
I know, you're Juju.
Hey, Jules.
Hey, call her Juju. Only Juju.
No, only Jules.
Jack, you look distraught. You okay, buddy?
Everyone.
We found out Scorpion Marine at Port Canaveral had catamaran haul-out capabilities, and we can work on the boat ourselves, just not any work below the waterline. So we decided to haul out here last minute. We were able to pull into their dock and fly back home. We both were out of vacation time at work, so back to reality we went.
Get off the boat.
Getting off the boat, going home. What are we doing, Jess? Waiting on
We're
Uber.
back stretching.
Are we waiting on Uber?
Yeah. Go down to Uber.
Waiting on Uber?
Yeah.
Yes, talk about we're flying home because we couldn't get a rental car.
flying.